There we go, I think all the cyclists are here, signed in, ready for Dua, and then we'll be off in different stages. I think we've got 5 waves, 5 teams, so let's go. Right, team 2 on the start line, almost ready to go. Alhamdulillah, great setup here from the guys. Get the smiles in whilst they're still smiling, because they won't be smiling for long. So, Sunday, 15th of September, pedal for Africa. We're on the 100-kilometre route with about 6,000 feet of elevation, and we've just started. Hence the smiles. I don't think they'll last for very long. We've got some of the biggest hills around the area, and it should be interesting. There's 8 of us started in this group. I think we're group 2. There's 4 groups doing the 100 kilometers and 1 doing the 50. So just take you out of the stand, you can take a look at the rest of them. Not raining and it's flat so far, so they're probably smiling. Right, so we're on to the first climb. First decent climb for the day anyway. It's about 1.5 miles at 4%. Just climbing out of Murfield, and we've still got some smiles, which is a good thing. Let's see how long they last. But alhamdulillah, not raining yet, so not raining yet and not too much in the way of pain. So let's see. Bismillah, hill number 1. Right, 6 miles in, climb 1. Wood Lane done, 500 feet out of 5,900, so about 10% of the climb done. Onwards, nothing significant now until 14 kilometers. Let's see how we get on. There we go, first climb done for the day, and there in the distance you got Castle Hill, about 8 miles away. Second biggest climb of the day. As soon as we change down, we've got a 2-mile descent. Bismillah, we're at Fenner Lane at the bottom of Castle Hill climb. 9 miles in and already into what's probably one of the decent climbs of the day actually. Others have been little hills. Nice steady climb, 2 miles, spinning it out. See you at the top of Castle Hill inshallah. Decent views if it's not raining and cloudy. Right, here we go. Just a drizzle of rain we've had so far, and up to the first support stop, Castle Hill. So this is the last climb, and if I can take it out of the cradle, just up there you got Castle Hill, Emily Moore Tower somewhere in the distance, and some beautiful Yorkshire countryside. Surprised we've got good visibility today actually. Last little climb up to Castle Hill. Hopefully the support guys are there. Gonna have a little snack and then move on. And here we go, and fantastic support team here on time, except for this one here, Uzifa.
Yes, Molly, is you facing me?
Of course it is. And the 3 of the teams already at Castle Hill. Weather's held not so bad. Had a slight bit of rain, but otherwise, yeah, brilliant. Quick photo and then we're off.
El primer video.
I can't wait.
Always when you're ready.
Right, just doing Jackson Bridge now. Sorry, I think we're on the Vineyard climb. Jackson Bridge is yet to come. Had to scratch Home Moss. Couldn't see anything, visibility was poor, so event marshals have called on that one and we couldn't go up unfortunately, but still plenty of climbing for the day. Right, Vineyards climb, and then little bit of respite, and then Jackson Bridge. This is it, vineyards. Visibility is really poor and getting worse as well, so probably a good call that the marshals didn't let us go up Home Moss. Some of them are a bit gutted, but safety first. So here we are, halfway up Vineyard. I don't know how much the camera can see, but yeah, it's beautiful Yorkshire weather. Windy, cold and wet. We had to scratch Home Moss, too dangerous, too windy, very poor visibility and far too many motorbikes coming up and down. So here we have Vineyards, and then we got Jackson Bridge to look forward to to warm up. Right, it's similar.
You're like recording one of those live suicide videos.
There we go, look at them views. They're a lot better when you haven't got cloud cover. But hey, good, alhamdulillah. There we go, top of Vineyard climb. Now we've got about 10 kilometers nice and easy before Jackson Bridge, so yeah, let's make the best and rest the legs a little bit. Visibility is very poor, road surface is very bad, grip is not the best. So right, it's a bit rough up here at the top of the Vineyard climb. I'm hoping the GoPro is getting the wind, but it is really windy, so good call on scratching Home Moss. But there's the views, or whatever you can see of them. Really poor visibility in the most part, but not bad still, not bad. Right, regroup at the bottom of this hill, and then 10 easy kilometers before Jackson Bridge. Off we go, that direction. Oh gosh, I hope the wind's getting picked up in here, but really struggling to hold the line. I feel sorry for the guys with the aero wheels, getting a real buffeting from the wind. Probably able to make out just how strong it is from the surface of the water down there, but so far so good. Right, onwards, lunch. Just look at that for views. And kudos to the guys that are clipped in for holding their nerve, because I'm not even clipped in and I'm really struggling to hold the line. And yeah, losing my nerve on this here. Ooh, blowing me about like crazy. Look at this for support. And I will say hello.
Absolutely.
MashaAllah, always blessed with a great support team on all our charity rides. Great guys. They don't ride bikes themselves, but they're always willing to help, mashallah. Is it warm enough in there, fellas?
We put heated seats on. Oh yeah, heated seats. Come on, boys, come over here. I've got Lucas there.
Right, halfway point, or the 30-mile mark of the Angel Welfare Pedal for Africa ride. I promise you, somewhere down there is a view, although you can't see much of it just at the minute, but there in the distance you've got a little bit of sunlight, sunshine even. Anyway, about 3,300 feet into the ride, 30 miles, some miserable weather, some very strong headwinds, but we're still all us in the saddles, so yeah, another 30 so miles to home, and it'll all be worthwhile for a very worthy cause. Fantastic support team, really looking after the cyclists, making a good call on the Home Moss climb as well, so yeah, inshallah. Let's see through these 30 miles. We've got easy 4 or 5 miles before Jackson Bridge. Then we got the Jackson Bridge climb, the last major climb of the day. We've got 2 slightly smaller climbs at the back end, but they're not really anything to speak right home about. Right, onwards, bismillah. Go. Start of the last significant hill for today, Jackson Bridge. Starts off pretty steady. and then gets very steep very quick. So see you at the top. But it looks like the weather's improved as well, so a bit brighter now. Rain stopped. Hopefully that'll bring morale up as well. Not sure that bridge or a hill like this is going to bring morale up, but hey ho, let's go. Well, look at this for a climb. Not bad. We've bagged about 3,800 for the day. I think we've probably got about another 1,200, but gradient on this, so looking at Garmin now, 14% on this little switchback, 17 up to 18 it says, 20, don't know whether to trust that, 21% it's peaked off at. Looks like it's getting a bit easier here. Stunning views, look at that. Shame we didn't have the best of Yorkshire weather, but can't grumble. Not raining on us now. I think this is one of the steepest sections today actually. There's bits of it that go up to 20%. This for instance now we're having to weave because Garmin shows it's about 18%, and there's no point me getting up there any quicker than I need to because I've got 3 guys behind me. I'm only going to be getting cold at the top, but breathing's controlled, steady spinning, 14% at the moment. There's some decent views to the right now that it's cleared up. Let's have a look. No bushes, but anyway, I'll have to take my word for it. Might get a little glimpse there actually. There we go. Decent sharp climb before a descent. Oh, there's a bench there. Might just catch some views while I'm waiting. Look at that for some views. Lovely Yorkshire. And the climb carries on. So here we are at the top of Jackson Bridge climb, topped out most of the big climbs for the day, 4,100. Obviously we missed Home Moss out, and we've got about 1,000 feet I think before we get home, so just 2 little hills compared to what we've done for the rest of the day. Just 2 quite small hills actually. No doubt these guys ahead of me that are suffering won't thank me for saying they're small hills, because they are, when you're tired, they are considerable hills, but alhamdulillah, so far so good. No injuries, long may that continue. I'd show you the views, but there's not much to be honest. It's overcast, rainy and drizzly. Right, bismillah, onwards. So here we are, bottom of Woodhouse Lane. Carry on, well done. Carry on, yeah. Carry on. Second to last climb of the day, just there. And then homeward. Perfect. Right, home stretch. Just did the second to last climb, and now we've got about 10 miles to home. A lot of it downhill with one lump in the middle. Bismillah. And the rain's back. Hasn't really left us all day. We've had little patches where it stopped, but anyway, we're riding and we're on the home stretch. Let's go. You've got to be a special kind of stupid to come out on a day like this. Yeah, let's go and do 5,000 feet of elevation in a whole load of rain. Alhamdulillah, everybody's safe and well though. Home leg, home stretch. About 10 miles to go and we should be home. It really is coming down now. Everybody's going to be absolutely soaked when they get in, probably wanting a change of clothes, but Alhamdulillah, could have been a lot worse. 10 miles, I'll be over in no time, maybe 50 minutes, maybe a bit more, considering we've got these slow climbers. But yeah, let's carry on. Oh, lovely whiff of fish and chips. Not too many smiling at the moment, absolutely pelting it down. Everybody's soaked. Last 8 miles, let's crack on. Right, we're off route, we're in Osset. Just made a safety call. Hostingley and the routes leading up to it were just too busy, too traffic dense, and some of the riders are totally spent. So this hill is a little kinder on the legs, and the road speeds are a lot lower as well, less traffic dense, so inshallah this should be a safer option. Right, onto Osset Greenway, and then drop behind the back of Murkaz, Scarborough Street, and then home. Here we are, back in Savile Town, alhamdulillah. All riders accounted for, at least in these two teams anyway. So there we go, last few hundred miles and we're home.
There's too much water in there. It's not making the proper thinking.
Right, don't be falling over at this stage. Salam. Nizam good, eh?